Hebe and Rob Show is brought to you by Backyard Wildlife, Canadian-made products for Canadian white-tailed deer. Also brought to you by LEM Products. From field to table, trust the LEM label. Lacrosse Footwear, since 1897. Bradley Smokers, savor the flavor.
Spot, huh? They put us in like the royal suite.
I know.
This is something else.
It's, you know, right out of a magazine.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're pretty lucky guys, actually.
Yeah.
If you guys out there want to see some pretty spectacular spots, just get yourself a hunting show. Hunting and cooking show. You got to spend a lot of money to get yourself a hunting and cooking show, but you get to see some pretty amazing places. And
yeah, it's worth every penny.
Oh man, this flying all the different lakes is pretty neat, huh?
Unbelievable.
Never experienced anything like it.
I only hope that our footage can do it justice, what it feels like to fly over so many lakes, you know. And
hey, there's Joel. Let's go see what he has to say. Oh, we got to fillet up those pickles from yesterday.
No problem.
Let's go do that.
Ooh, give me something. Give me something.
Yeah, wow, it's been some incredible fishing so far.
Yeah, it has.
Caught some great walleye, pike the other day. What else did we go after?
Walleye.
Walleye, lots of walleye.
Pickerel.
Bigger walleye.
Giant pickerel.
Yeah, just incredible.
Wild.
So Joel, what are you taking me out to beat Rob on today?
Well, I mean, we could beat Rob on or we could beat Rob off. What do you think?
Let's beat Rob. Right on the rocks.
Why don't we focus on smallmouth bass for the afternoon? This lake's got a lot of big pike in it as well.
All right.
You know what happens is you get a deep water body like this. It's got smallmouth bass, which are nice and fatty. It's got whitefish and cisco, which are also nice and fatty. And the deep water means the pike can get down below the thermocline, so they get to that 40, 45, even 50-inch range, and they stay old.
Wow.
You know, shallow river system. What happens is the water temperature heats up, big fish get stressed out, and then they die young.
Gotcha.
You know, a system like this, there's a lot of big and old mature pikes. So we're going to go out and...
Can we tell the viewers the name of this lake?
This is Secret Lake.
It's another secret lake. They're all secret up here, which I don't mind. It's kind of neat knowing that there's nobody else on this lake. Are there any cabins on this lake at all?
There's no cabins here.
No cabins.
This is a fun lake on a nice clear day.
Yeah.
And then you got bright blue skies. And the reason is it's not a tannic acid stained lake. It's a spring-fed lake. So we should be able to see down 10, 12, 15 feet.
Get some great underwater footage too.
We should be able to, yeah.
Fantastic.
Let's start now.
So we're going to go biggest smallmouth is worth half a point.
Okay.
Most numerous smallmouth would be worth half a point.
Gotcha.
Biggest pike would be worth half a point, and most numerous pike would be worth half a point.
I love that idea. You okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck, man. Thanks, Joel.
Let's go, buddy.
All right, let's do it.
Thanks, Joel.
Good luck. As if you can see, on this hook, each of these hooks has little tiny barbs. And those little tiny barbs, you know, when you look at it, that's what most fishermen rely on to hold the fish on the hook. Once the fish bites, you set the hook. Those barbs keep the hook from falling out. That's the idea behind the barbs, which is okay, but we're going to release 99% of the fish we catch today anyway. We're going to take the barbs off. It's also for your own safety. You get a 10 or 15 pound pike and he's got two of those hooks in him, and you grab him, and he flails, you're gonna be a lot happier to pull that hook out of your hand, barbless.
Here comes the pike, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the pike, and I say, it's all pike.
Oh, there's another nice pike. I'll help you out there when you're ready. You can grab right by the leader. Don't grab the line, grab the leader.
Sorry.
There you go.
Nice little pike.
Nice pike.
Yeah.
Grab him right there by the gill plate. Just one hook left. One hook left.
Nice fish.
Fish on. I got a fish. No, I got a snag. You got a fish?
I got a fish.
What have you got?
Got a fish. It's not too big. Oh, it's a pike.
Grab it by the leader.
I will.
Watch your toes.
Yep. Toes out of the way.
There you go.
Grab it by the leader.
There you go. Back to the
Pike
gill
in
plate.
the boat. Ow, ow, ow.
Watch your feet.
Watch my feet.
Watch your feet.
Pike is jumping. Jumpy jump. Big pike jump. Watch pike jump. Watch Hebe not get cut. That's 3 for me. Ow, ow. All right. Huh? Number 3. Bye-bye.
Let's get some bass now, eh? We got to win that part of the tournament for you.
Trail of that old lonesome pine, thinking of you and feeling so blue, wondering why you left me behind. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her better, treat her right, never wrong. How mountain girls get love. Remember the night that we strolled down the lane, our hearts were gay and happy then. You whispered to me as I held your hand, you prayed that night would never end. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the...
So we found this little reef out in the middle of the lake that's full of crayfish. And we're going to grab a whole pile of them for dinner tonight. I'm going to add them into my bass surprise. And that's how you catch crayfish. Ow, ow, you bastard!
Oh, how mountain girls can love.
All right, well, quite a day out there. I couldn't keep the bass off.
Fantastic day. I couldn't get the bass on, but I got a bunch of pike and only kept one though. That's a nice bass.
Yeah.
Nice smallmouth bass.
Yeah, 18 inches.
18
probably.
inches. So I guess half a point for the biggest and the most pike
And half a point for me.
for you. So
For the biggest and the most bass.
then I guess we're even again going into the cook-off.
Something about Northern Ontario
Dang.
makes it riveting.
I don't know
Great
how
day
to...
out there, man. The perfect weather's been following us around for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Do you mind if I smack you in the face with a pike?
You don't mind swimming
My
with the
pike
pikes?
could kill your bass any day. Let's have a bass and a pike fight. Ah! And I caught a whole bunch of crayfish too.
Okay, so here we are with Jeannie Theriault, matriarch of the Theriault family, and she's agreed to show me one of her famous recipes for fish cakes. So that's our angle on things tonight. We're going to do some fish cakes, and her and I were talking about it before. I'm a big believer of fish, potatoes, one other thing, nothing fancy. You know how the heat does it, you know.
Wholesome Ontario food.
Wholesome Ontario food. That's right, fisherman's food. So we also have some beans, some world-class beans too. So we're going to start. Do you want me to chunk up the?
Let's chunk it up. Yep.
Chunk it up. What size do you want it?
Tiny, tiny, tiny.
Tiny. This is the big giant fillet I'm chunking right now. You know whose that is. All right, so I've got all my bass chunked up in the bowl. Nice chunks, I was told.
Nice chunks.
And now we're going to start adding the ingredients to it. So first I have some shredded carrots.
About a half a cup of shredded carrots.
Half a cup of shredded carrots.
And then you've got your celery and your onions.
Celery and onions.
And a little bit of carrots too, because they got
bit
in
of
the
carrots,
same food
right.
processor. Now we use red onions. I like the flavor a little
Me
bit
too.
better. 2 large eggs and just throw them right in there. If you want to have less calories, you could take the yolk out, but I kind of like, I like the whole thing.
Well, we want the judges to taste the yolk and the fat. 2 large eggs.
Okay, I like some red pepper flakes in
Red
mine,
pepper
so
flakes. You tell me when.
you know I like a
A
lot.
lot. Do you want me to take the lid off?
Sure,
Okay, you tell me when.
that looks good. 2 cups.
Perfect.
And I used Italian-style breadcrumbs, and I used also a few just crackers in
Right,
there
yeah,
it,
I saw
you know,
there's
kind of
some
adds a little bit more to
crunch.
it. Beautiful, nice. Yep.
Add the chives to my mixture. Okay, so we've got about a half a teaspoon of salt and pepper. And then we have some dried oregano. And last but not least, the Parmesan cheese. And how much Parmesan?
And you know, I like a lot, so probably 2 teaspoons.
Okay, well let's just go like that.
Yep,
'Cause I really like Parmesan too. Okay, so get your hands dirty, mix it.
mix it. So these are bass cakes.
Bass cakes, baby.
Bass cakes all the way.
So how many fish do you figure you've cooked? You've been working here for
Since 1980, I
since
wouldn't
1980.
even imagine how many fish I've cooked.
I can't imagine either. I've been here for 3 days and I've never caught this many fish, so I'm sure you've cooked a bunch. It's been a real pleasure being here too, by the way.
Good. Well, we've enjoyed having you.
Oh, it's just been a blast. Well, we're going to take these out to take them out to the smoker, and we'll see you in a little bit.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a dill hollandaise. It's going to go over the crab stuffed bass, and use some of these gigantic mushrooms. Found these in Timmins of all places. What a great great grocery store they had there. And of course, as you already know, I only use kosher salt, best salt in the world. Don't leave home without it. And what we'll do is we'll turn some carrots, and we'll use them as a little side garnish. And I've got my my bunch of LEM spices. We'll use some LEM spices in there. taken some of the LEM Backwoods country style pecan pesto rub and rubbed it on our bass. I'm going to leave that on our bass, give it a good flavor, a little bit of down south flavor to go with our seafood dish.
Okay, so we've got our cakes done, our fish cakes. Everything's done and ready. We're going to hit it with our secret seasoning here. Going to give them all a little dose. And we've got some Crown Royal briquettes burning in our Bradley smoker. So it's going to have a little hint of whiskey. I hope it doesn't make anyone crazy tonight.
But crazy's good.
Crazy is good. I like the way you think. And we're going to put these in probably 45 minutes to an hour. Thank you. We'll close the door and we'll check on them in half an hour. I think we're going to kick Heeb's butt.
We're going to do a coin toss to who brings the dishes out first. Who wants to call it?
You call it.
I'll call it. Tails.
What is it, Jeannie?
It's heads.
Oh,
Shucks.
Who's
too
gonna,
bad
present
I
first?
get to choose. I'm going to present second.
So Heeb's going to present second. We'll see you at the judges' table.
Good luck. Good luck to you, Jeannie.
Good luck.
Good luck, Robbie.
Good luck.
Here's the cooking portion of the Heeb and Rob show, and our first presenter is going to be Rob for you today. Let's hear a bit about the judges right now. What's your name and what do you do?
Oh, my name's Jim, and I'm a retired bush pilot. Used to do some flying around Air Ivanhoe.
Thanks for coming out. Yourself?
And my name is Rhea, and I know George for really a long time.
How long?
Oh my gosh. I'd say maybe 30, 35 years.
You get to know him.
My name is Ken. I'm originally from Timmins. I grew up on a flying fishing resort called Nemagasenda Lake Lodge.
Okay, so here's our bass cakes. Look at that. The flavor there.
Okay, what do you got for us tonight?
Okay, well, we caught some bass today, and we're using Jeannie's age-old recipe of bass cakes. You know, similar to a crab cake, but we used bass instead of crab. We also made some homemade baked beans and some French fries, because Jeannie and I both believe that when you eat your fish, you got to eat it like you're in Ontario, with some potatoes and something that'll stick to your ribs. Got a nice hearty bun there for you as well, so dig in and enjoy. Thank you so much, Jeannie.
I got it.
Thanks. It's fun.
It was fun.
This is good.
We also smoked our cakes in the Bradley smoker, so there's a hint of Crown Royal whiskey barrels that are ground up that we used to smoke it with.
Awesome.
Awesome, is right.
Tasty. You can really, the smoky is really great. The smoky flavor.
Well cooked, and it's got a delightful smoky flavor to it.
It's very pleasant, very tasty.
Okay, guys, our second presenter is Heeb. Give it up.
Joel and I went out fishing for bass today, and unfortunately we didn't catch any bass, so we had to use Rob's bass for the cook-off. But what we did catch are some crayfish. So what I did is I took the bass, and as you can see, it's a huge mushroom cap that I found in good old Timmins, and I rimmed the mushroom cap with bass, and then I made a mixture of crab meat mixed with the crayfish, and stuffed the bass with the crab meat mixture, which was topped with Gruyere cheese, with Oka cheese, grated Oka cheese, and I served it on a bed of hollandaise made with some dill in the hollandaise. So some little baby glazed orange carrots, and that tops off my meal. Enjoy.
First impression, guys. What do you think?
Impression.
It's so light.
So light.
So light and tasty. My goodness.
How do you find the sauce?
Delightful.
I think he knows what he's doing.
I think there's no argument there.
No.
Again, they went into this tied as far as the catch this morning, and you are going to make the decision, the tiebreaker. So on the count of 3, I'd like you to grab the paddle of your favorite dish and hold it up towards the camera. 1, 2, 3. Paddles up, please. 3, go. Paddles up. Paddles up. Thanks to everyone who has helped us here at Air Ivanhoe. We'll be right back with some live entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, from parts unknown, the local band! Holy shite. Caw-caw! Beauty fish.
The size of that thing, man.
Nice fish. Get some still shots of that one, Stevie.
Yeah.